Hey guys, it's me here. From a terrifying lake that turns living creatures into stone to a bizarre patch of land where cars roll uphill, here are the top 10 most mysterious places on Earth that science still can't explain. Number 10. The hum. Have you ever heard a humming noise when you're out in nature? If so, you're not alone. People all over the world have reported hearing a low humming sound in otherwise quiet outdoor environments. There are even places in Canada, Australia, Wales, China, and the United States where this sound can be heard regularly. The noise is so ubiquitous that entire communities of people have been driven crazy trying to find the source of the hum. As far as scientists can tell, the noise doesn't seem to come from any particular source. Some believe that it's a form of mass hysteria where people are imagining the sounds they hear. However, studies have shown that the sound is very real. To make matters even stranger, scientists aren't even sure if the sound is coming from this world or another. There have been experiments conducted to try and find the source of the noise, but every test has come up empty. It's even possible that the hum is caused by some sort of interdimensional rift. Who knows? No. 9. The dancing plague. Do you remember the last time you danced? If you do, you probably have fond memories of the experience. What about the dancing plague of 1518? That dance would definitely be a lot less fun. In July of 1518, a woman began dancing erratically in the streets of Strasbourg, Germany. She continued dancing for days until she collapsed from exhaustion. Nobody knew why she was doing it, nor did they know why soon after she started dancing, more and more people joined in. Over the course of the next month, thousands of people were seized by an uncontrollable urge to dance. While it seems innocent enough today, back then it was anything but. The dancers would often collapse from exhaustion or injury, and many ended up dying. The dancing plague was a complete mystery to the scientists and physicians of the time, and it hasn't really made much more sense since. Some modern scholars believe that it was the result of mass hysteria, while others believe that it could have been caused by exposure to ergot, a poisonous fungus. Number 8. Voynich manuscript. Do you like reading? You might have read some books that were a little too complicated or boring, but for the most part, books are pretty easy to understand. Try reading the Voynich manuscript, though. Written sometime during the early 15th century, the book is named after the bookseller Wilfrid Voynich, who purchased it in 1912. Since then, the book has baffled scientists, cryptographers, and linguists who have all tried to figure out what it says. There are over 200 pages in the book written in an unknown language using an unknown alphabet. It also contains pictures of plants and astronomical charts. Scientists have used everything from computer algorithms to psychic powers to try and decipher the text. But no one has been able to read the book. And to add to the mystery, no one even knows what it's made of. We think it's paper, but it may be made of some sort of plant material. Some believe that the book is cursed and that whoever tries to read it will suffer terrible misfortune. But whether curse or enigma, the Voynich manuscript remains one of the most mysterious books in the world. Number 7. The wow signal. When you hear the phrase wow signal, you probably think of a sound made by a puppy. But the wow signal is something much more extraordinary. It's one of the most important discoveries in modern astronomy. On August 15, 1977, an Ohio State University radio telescope detected a strange signal from space. The signal was only 30 seconds long and was received only once. It was later nicknamed the WOW signal because of the letters WOW written on the observation sheet. What makes the WOW signal so significant is that it could prove that there is intelligent life out there in the universe. The signal came from the constellation Sagittarius and seemed to be coming from a star system. Researchers have estimated that the stars in the system are about 40 trillion miles away. Despite the distance, the signal was strong enough to be picked up by a radio telescope. Many astronomers agree that the most likely explanation for the signal is that it came from an extraterrestrial civilization. However, there are those who believe that it could have been a misidentification of a known phenomenon. Whatever the truth, the WOW signal remains one of the most exciting mysteries in space exploration. No. 6. The Baghdad Battery. Did you know that electricity was invented over 2,000 years ago? Well, it was in a way. In 1936, an excavation team unearthed a collection of clay jars near the ancient Mesopotamian city of Baghdad. Inside the jars were copper tubes and iron rods. When researchers put two of the artifacts together, they noticed that a small amount of current flowed between them. As far as we can tell, the device was a type of battery. It's unclear exactly how it was used, but it's safe to say that it was used for more than just powering iPhones. The discovery suggests that ancient civilizations had a much better understanding of science and technology than we give them credit for. It also makes you wonder what other inventions we've discovered that we do and even realize are ancient. No, 5 stone movers of Death Valley. Have you ever visited Death Valley? If you have, you know that it's one of the most desolate places on Earth. The valley is located in eastern California and is home to sand dunes, salt flats, and badlands. It's also home to a number of mysterious rock formations. In the late 19th century, there was a wave of settlers moving west. Many of them passed through Death Valley and some never made it out. It's believed that these settlers built small shrines out of rocks to commemorate those who died on the journey. But over the years, the rocks have moved. They've moved on their own accord. That is, there are several areas in the valley where rocks have been found to move without any outside force. In some cases, the rocks move in groups, and in other cases, they move individually. Nobody knows why the rocks are moving or where they're going. Number 4. Goblin Valley State Park. Have you ever been hiking and gotten lost? It's not always a pleasant experience. Getting lost in Goblin Valley State Park, however, would actually be quite enjoyable. The park is located in Utah and is filled with hoodoos and goblins. Hoodoos are tall, thin rock formations that are often found in dry, arid climates. They're created by wind and water erosion and can be found all over the world. Goblin Valley is home to some of the most unique and interesting hoodoos in the country. Park-goers say that it feels like walking through a fairy tale, and it's as hard to argue with that. The park is also home to a number of other geological features, including arches, fins, and balanced rocks. It's a great place to hike, camp, and explore. But be careful not to get lost. No. 3. Sailing Stones of Death Valley. Death Valley is already one of the most mysterious places in the world, but there's one particular area that's particularly puzzling. The Sailing Stones of Death Valley are a group of rocks that move across the desert on their own. There are hundreds of them, and they range in size from small pebbles to large boulders. The largest stone ever found was over 700 pounds. So how do these stones move? Nobody knows for sure. There are a number of theories, but none have been proven. Some believe that the stones are moved by wind, while others believe that they're moved by water. There's even a theory that the stones are moved by aliens. No. 2. The Giant Pyramid of Giza. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the most famous structures in the world. It's also one of the most mysterious. The pyramid was built around 2000 BC as a tomb for the Egyptian pharaoh Khufu. It's unclear exactly how the pyramid was built, but it's believed that it took over 20 years and 100,000 workers to complete. The pyramid is over 450 feet tall and has over 2 million stone blocks. But what's really amazing about the pyramid is that it's still standing. Most of the ancient world is in ruins, but the pyramid is still standing strong. Some believe that the pyramid is hollow and that there are secret chambers inside. Others believe that the pyramid is a gateway to another dimension. No. 1. Lovelock Cave. There are plenty of caves throughout the United States, but one in particular stands out among the rest. Lovelock Cave is located in Nevada and is home to a number of mysterious artifacts. The cave is thought to be over 100,000 years old and was once used by Native Americans as a burial ground. There are human remains in the cave, but there are also strange objects that nobody can identify. One of the most famous artifacts found in the cave is a pair of moccasins. The moccasins are unlike any Native American moccasins ever seen before, and nobody knows where they came from. There are also strange metal objects in the cave that don't appear to be from this world. Some believe that the cave is home to alien artifacts, but others believe that it's just a hoax. We may never know for sure what's in the cave, but one thing's for certain. It's one of the most mysterious places in the world. Thanks for watching. Which of these places would you love to visit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.